Now, Alberta is striking back at American tariffs on Canada. Premier Danielle Smith says measures by the U.S. have broken the trust between our two countries. Jordan Canagan is near Medicine Hat today with more. And Jordan, this province is now involved in the trade war.
Danielle Smith called tariffs against Canada an economic attack and says that it will be a bumpy ride, saying that prolonged tariffs would bring higher inflation, job losses, and significant budget deficits. That's why Danielle Smith says Alberta had to hit back.
It is a betrayal of a deep and abiding friendship.
Now in the trenches of a trade war between the United States and Canada, Alberta has a response.
In response to the threat of economic pressure from a foreign government, even an historically friendly one, Albertans will decide our own destiny, free of coercion from any government.
The government has ordered Alberta Gaming Liquor and Cannabis to halt the purchase of any American liquor and VLTs until further notice. $292 million worth of U.S. liquor products were sold in Alberta last year. The province will also change its procurement processes to focus on Canadian and non-American companies, and the government will help and urge grocers label Canadian products and launch a Buy Albertan marketing campaign. What the Premier isn't ready to do is support an export tax on oil and gas or cut off Alberta energy to the U.S.
I also want to point out that Canada has a secret weapon in this trade conflict with the United States. A trump card, so to speak. And it is located directly under our feet, and it is called Alberta Energy.
Meantime, more sheriff patrols and drones will go to the border, cracking down on people crossing illegally into the country. 3 new vehicle inspection sites will open. While the president suggests Canada isn't doing enough to stop the flow of fentanyl, Alberta says it's a two-way street.
I would hope that the president shares with us our concerns regarding the border. Certainly in Alberta, we are doing our part to secure the border. Secure the border. I would certainly ask that the president do his part to secure the border as well.
The Premier says other Canadian leaders should be engaging with U.S. lawmakers rather than being on the offensive. Danielle Smith herself will travel to Houston next week to try to make her case in person. Tara?
Calgary's mayor says she is relieved to see the UCP government suspend U.S. liquor sales and push for more interprovincial trade. But Jody Gondek says the province is too obsessed with border security.
Just because President Trump manufactured a boogeyman and named it fentanyl doesn't mean we have to play into his hand. He made fentanyl at the border the red herring, and this provincial government can't seem to shake that. Trying to appease a bully like Trump is not the Canadian way.
Gondek wants to see a plan for the $4 billion tariff contingency fund announced in last week's provincial budget. She says businesses need solutions urgently.